like we've learned today, have gone toward Jordan Hicks. I guess that's another bit of news that I almost forgot about, is that it sounds like Ali Marmol is now considering Hicks as no longer to be an asset in high leverage situations. They had some type of meeting before the press could enter the clubhouse this morning, and it turns out that the decision was made that he's no longer going to be in high leverage situations, which we can maybe get into more later, because obviously he had some performances that we can talk about in the game recaps. But Brendan, your thoughts on the less use of Jordan Hicks as the season continues to go on?
Well, I mean, when you have a 12.7 ERA, you got to see it coming. You want to believe in him, but when he has 8 walks in 5 innings and just gets hit around, we've mentioned that all he has is a fastball. He likes to think that it's a really good pitch, but it's just not. It's straight. He doesn't have a breaking pitch to back it up. He can't throw it for strikes. So I don't know. It's a good project to get him back to where he should be, but I don't think we really had too much faith coming into the season, did we?
I know that I was kind of like, where the heck is he going to pitch? Because obviously Helsley took his spot, and we have so many other relief pitchers that are better than him at this point that it was kind of like, how are we going to use him? Well, it seems as though Ollie was trying to just throw him into situations and hoping that he would figure his stuff out. But that, I guess, is just not how that kid learns, because it didn't work. So cost us some games early, and that's not always fun. But they've learned their lesson. I guess they're going to start using them in low leverage situations from now on. And we've talked about it. It's crazy that they continue to go to Jordan Hicks when he just hasn't figured out how to pitch. He can't locate his fastball, and when you can't do that, and you have to rely on your off speed that isn't as good as your fastball, guys are just going to rock you. Like it's pretty crazy. And to kind of mix in a talking point here and from game 3, excuse me. What's weird is that it's the whole team. I get that Ollie is the manager, but he got thrown out in game 3, and they still put Hicks in. So it's not that it was Ollie's decision. It's the team looking at whatever bullshit analytics saying that he's better against these certain situations. Right now, he's not good at all. And we talked about it, and they've made the adjustment. They're not going to put him in, but it's pretty frustrating to watch him through. I watched the replay because I wasn't able to watch game 3. But Jim Edmonds pointed it out. He threw like 7 straight sliders to Andrew McCutchen in game 3. And McCutchen just waited till he got one that he liked, and then he took him into the stands. So it's pretty crazy that it took this long and a loss that big and just depressing for them to really figure this out.
I wonder if it was just kind of an internal thing, like, hey, the first couple weeks of the season, we're going to give Hicks as many high leverage opportunities as possible, because they don't really know what to do with him at this point, because they know that it's kind of do or die. We talked about whenever we were coming into the season, there's guys that are do or die right now, and I think Hicks was one of them, and so they wanted to put him out there in some high leverage spots, and obviously it just hasn't worked out. So now we're happy that they know he's not the guy in those spots. But now it's just, who is that guy? And I think Zack Thompson, man, he's looked super effective. Obviously, he hasn't given up a run. And then I know I'm not even going to say it, but
Chris Stratton.
There's other options out there.
Yeah, no, there definitely are, and they proved it at the beginning, like quickly in the first couple of weeks, that VerHagen, Thompson, and Stratton were much better options. And now that you say that, that could be a pretty decent point, that they were just trying to see whether or not it worked. And obviously that's better to do in April than it is to do in August. So
exactly. Yeah.
Now they know, and now they can move on from it.